Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jew Jets Show, and the New York Jets get our second consecutive win under Zach Wilson to make us 3-2 and get our first division win of the year and the first division win we've gotten since the 2019 season. This was an absolutely huge win by the Jets today, 40-17 against the first place team in the AFC East, Miami Dolphins. So let's go ahead and talk about the good and the bad from today's win. Starting off with the bad, the Jets kind of struggled to stop Miami's running game. Dolphins had 137 yards on the ground today, Raheem Mostert with 113, and all of Miami's points pretty much came from that running game, and if we would have done a better job of stopping it in the first half, the New York Jets could have just completely blown the Dolphins out of the water. But in the second half, we were able to stop it, and they were pretty much able to have zero offense in the second half because we completely smothered the running game. We also had 3 defensive pass interference penalties too. 2 of them were complete bullcrap. One of the pass interference penalties led to a Dolphins touchdown, but the other 2 really didn't have much of an effect on the Jets. But still, kind of got to limit these defensive pass interference penalties because next week against the Packers with a much better quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, that could come back to actually hurt the New York Jets. But now let's go ahead and talk about the good, and we got a lot of good things to talk about. So first off, we had an absolutely huge fourth quarter, and the Jets continue to show that they are a fourth quarter team. The New York Jets scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. Absolutely insane. We also finally got the run game going. Breece Hall, 97 rushing yards and a touchdown. Michael Carter, 21 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Zach Wilson and Braxton Berrios had rushing touchdowns, and the New York Jets had 135 total running yards and 4 rushing touchdowns today. Absolutely insane, and a big reason we were so good at running the football today was because we had Dwayne Brown back at left tackle. Dwayne Brown is one of the best run-blocking tackles in the NFL, and that was put on full effect today. Laken Tomlinson also was one of the best run-blocking guards in the NFL. So whenever you combine that run-blocking duo together between the two, you know you're going to run for a lot of yards behind them, and the New York Jets did exactly that today. Breece Hall was also fantastic in the receiving game as well today. 2 catches for 100 yards. Breece Hall is going to be a huge problem for NFL defenses. Even later this season. In his 5th ever NFL game, Breece Hall almost had 200 all-purpose yards, finished with 197. That's not every day you see a running back, a rookie running back at that, do that. Not even some of the better running backs in the NFL can do that consistently. And we've seen Breece Hall just put up consistent numbers in the receiving game, in the rushing game, all season long. And once he finally gets to his maximum level, once he's finally fully developed, Breece Hall is going to be a huge problem. Zach Wilson was pretty good today. He completed 14 of his 21 passes for 210 yards. Didn't throw an interception, also didn't throw a touchdown. He almost had 2 touchdowns today. Both of Breece Hall's catches went for crazy amounts of yards, and he was stopped really shy of the goal line. But every single time the New York Jets were in the red zone, it was on like the 1 or 2 yard line, and we, just ran the football. And not throwing a touchdown really shouldn't be looked at as a bad thing. The Jets' passing defense also was really good today. Now, yes, we were going up against Skylar Thompson, so it's kind of a given that the New York Jets, who already had a good passing defense heading into this game, were going to stop a 3rd-string quarterback who has never played a snap in an NFL game. He threw for 166 yards and interception today. Congratulations on Sauce Gardner for getting his first ever NFL interception. But Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle were held to under 100 yards today. Fantastic job by the Jets defense. The pass rush was also getting to Skylar Thompson today. We did have 2 sacks, but we were in the backfield constantly. Skylar Thompson just did a really good job of throwing the ball away. McQuinnan and John Franklin Myers had 0.5 sacks today, and Carl Lawson had a strip sack, which led to a Jets touchdown in the 4th quarter. And the offensive line also played good today, only allowed 2 sacks, which was the same amount of sacks we got, but Zach Wilson was under no pressure at all pretty much today, and if he was on pressure, we of course know the magician he is with his feet, and he was able to extend a couple plays just by evading pressure, and he almost had a really long completion to Tyler Conklin, but the slim chance of it hitting someone's helmet, actually happened. And the special teams unit played great today as well. Braxton Berrios had a couple nice returns. Braden Mann had 2 punts within the 5-yard line. One of the punts led to the Jets' safety that we started off the game with. And Greg Zuerlein was also money today, made all of his extra points, made the 1 field goal he attempted. I mean, the New York Jets were just awesome today. DJ Reed said that when the New York Jets have all three, offense, defense, special teams clicking, we're going to be a really good team. And we saw all 3 of those units clicking today. And we saw the win we had. The New York Jets are, as I said, 3-2. We got a 40-17 win against the first place team in the AFC, Miami Dolphins, and a team that was in the top 5 for a ton of power rankings across the NFL. I mean, the New York Jets are not the same old Jets. The same old Jets would have lost this game, but we are the new era Jets. Next week, we go into Lambeau Field to face the Green Bay Packers, who are coming back from a London game and a game that they lost. They currently had the same record as the Jets. I mean, if we can win that game, that would be absolutely huge, but the New York Jets have a lot of momentum going on right now, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. So what are you guys' thoughts on the win? Comment it down below. I'm your host, Drew Jet, signing off for now, and see you guys later.